neighbors. You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause. Ice on the red, on the red, watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it. Mike, 57. I'm coming.
Get it. A little jet sweep to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Topper!
Watch twins.
Ready? 5.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Rudolph. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain there of 21 yards.
15-1.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Second down and goal. Rudolph under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judah.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Back to throw, Rudolph. And he's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. Smith-Schuster, by the way, became the youngest player in NFL history to reach 200 receptions. He accomplished that Week 9 in the victory over Indianapolis. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Set, ready. Get the flag. Coming to you. Coming to you.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He's trying to escape. He won't. He's taken down. Ingram taken down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Let's go. Let's do it. Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down.
Look at the big man rumble. The 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, 74 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. After one, it's 9-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be in search of their initial points of the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. They'll roll them out right, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. The CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. And you think those are going to be the six? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you look into who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4. Tennessee and Jacksonville at 4-5. The way teams are playing, they may just knock off each other. I think all the teams we listed have a heck of a chance of making it to the playoffs.
Jackson, open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come get some.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Crunch time, defense.
And Jackson throwing once more. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Jackson now to throw again. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Jackson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground, and that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Rudolph looking to throw it, and that's knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
On the ready. 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Jackson now steps away. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Boswell's kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They toss to Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Go. Go.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Jackson's pass, complete to number 42. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Ready? Wait. 98 to Mike.
On third down, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Let's go.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Come on.
On first down, it's Rudolph. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Check three, check three, check three. Smith. 57 to Mike. 52.
Another try after the first down sack. Rudolph, he'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Complete to Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
General West. 36.
On first and 10 is Connor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Get it.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got?
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, flush to his right. He uncorks it for Snead. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. Third down here. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now it's Jackson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Jackson throwing on fourth down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Ready up. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
The Steelers take over.
Watch the 2-jet bombers. 2-jet bombers.
26-yard line.
Ready.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Dancing to his left. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Go. 70, Indy. Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
On first and 10, Rudolph. This is caught. And he's